Hello, this is Ariana Antonio for Java 1, 1406, and this is my week 4 project review. I will go ahead and show off my app really quick first. So here's the Space Image Viewer. This is what you see when it first loads up. And then you can go ahead and click on a title. The title's not very creative. I didn't create them. The photographers did. But you can click on a title and view the image, and then you can go here and pick another one, category, and it will load up that category and show the images options in that category as well. So this was originally a grid view, and that each grid view is supposed to be the image itself, but I had a really hard time getting that to work. I tried a lot of different things and played around with it for almost the entire day and couldn't get it to work. So I ended up changing this to a list view instead, and then adding an image view down here. And it's actually a space image view or sorry, not a space image view. Yeah, a smart image view. Sorry, it has a smart image view. So that it can take the URL instead of needing the image as an asset or anything like that. So that's it. Obviously the grid view didn't work out, so it's not quite as fancy as I would have liked, but it did even take me a while to get the image to display, so I'm glad it's at least doing that. And then I added just some really basic colors just to make it so it wasn't plain and boring, but otherwise the design isn't exactly fancy. So I have the Smart Image View jar in my library, and then I also have my network connection jar that is testing for the network connection. Most of this code is pretty similar from last week in terms of creating my array or my spinner, and then obviously I changed all these to a list view, and then as well as pulling in the title string and pulling in the URL, and then I'm setting that in the list view to the smart image view. I was supposed to start pulling in my spinner array statically from an XML, but when I tried doing that, I just couldn't quite work it down here, and I grabbed my API in my JSON, and so it was just I don't know, I couldn't quite work it out right to do it that way, so it's still created in an enum. But then it still also takes the ID, and the ID is how I get the title and the URL. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the code app. Let's see, what would I have done differently? Again, it would have been nice if I could have had this as the grid view, showing a bunch of thumbnails, and then maybe you can click on one and have it be bigger. I would have liked to have gotten that to work out. I'm still at the point where I prefer Objective-C. It's not necessarily the language so much as the way that you piece everything together. It just was a lot simpler, just dragging something into Storyboard and then hooking it up. Whereas, having to do, all the XML layout and the linear and the relative layouts, like I haven't gotten a hang of that yet. And I know that when I do, it'll be easy peasy, and I can't believe I ever struggled with it. But, for now, just getting these to where I wanted them was such a hassle tonight. And I know it would have been taking me 30 seconds in Xcode. So, it's just a matter of experience. But I don't mind the actual Java language. It's just some of these other adjustments that I have to get used to. In terms of more clarification, the jar files I wasn't 100% sure on until I ended up having to use the Smart Image Viewer jar file, so that helped clarify that one a lot. And then just working more with objects and arrays and APIs and stuff, I think I'll start getting quicker at it. Yeah, and I do want to do some more advanced views. I'm really frustrated that I couldn't get that to work. So that's something else that I want to work on too. But I think that's about it. Thanks so much.